Hello, good morning to you. My name is Yafoda Tobra, and I welcome you to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. This is our Saturday live, and we've been doing the series The Path to Success. My co-host, Boatima Boatin Russell, will be joining us shortly. So I trust that you've all had a good week. And, before we continue, I usually just share the programs that we have on this platform. So I'm just going to be doing that. So, yes, if you are on, we thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a happy weekend.
My
Good. We've started, oh, yeah. Well,
hi everyone. My camera is acting up, and the
okay.
other laptop is the one that has the noise like a truck in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, I was just going to share about the programs that we do on the platform, and then
Yeah.
I'll leave and go share to groups and you can chat with them, and then we'll start. So, we have our
Okay.
Saturday Facebook Lives on this platform, Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. We also have beauty lessons with your favorite auntie from my second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. There's Own It with your own ornithologist and Queen of Own It, and it's a guide to taking accountability and responsibility for your own life journey. That book is an Amazon best-selling book, and I'm an Amazon best-selling author.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I've heard a few comments about, comments about this, but you know something? When you've worked at something, you should be
Oh,
proud of.
don't tell me.
Yes, so I am. And then we have reflections from my first book, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul.
Hmm.
We have the question of the day. I ask a question, and then the followers and I engage on it. There's Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets. It's any topic as it applies to our daily lives that I share my insights about. We have Pearls of Wisdom, which is a passage from the Bible and how it applies to our life. That's a video of usually up to 20 minutes long. There's also a word with you, which is from the Bible, but that is less than a minute long. There's also my unapologetic self, which is clips or snippets from my fifth book that is coming out later this year, My Unapologetic Self, A Guide to Being Real and Living Life on My Own Terms. And the newest addition is Auntie Yaa'S Book Club, Book Read. I started pre-recorded videos this week, and
Oh.
so three of them will be three of them will be next week. I think Monday through Wednesday, and
Mhm.
it's for my unapologetic self. Well, yeah, the thing is, there's five books. There's lots of material, so you have a lot to share,
Right.
basically. So it's just a question of just sharing insights to people. And then also there's Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. We provide book publishing and coaching services. You think your story is boring? Hey, try it. Somebody is waiting to be blessed from by some insights or your life journey. Okay, so don't give up. We also do life coaching. You want to build confidence, lack of self esteem, you need to know how to love yourself more, contact us. We also have women empowerment. As I say always, women, and it's on the back of my book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. We nurture and take care of people, but we don't take care of ourselves. So if you need clarity, get that book on Amazon. I have two other pages as well, Beauty for a Woman's Heart and then All for His Glory. So at this time, I'll hand over to Ya to have a chat with you and I'll go and share to groups and we can start. Oh, before I forget, this is a note you'll see scrolling across the ticker. We'll be changing the time for the Facebook Live. Next week, it will be 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time um, instead of
9:30.
our usual 9:30. So that'll be 1 p.m. EST and then 6 p.m. GMT and BST. So please note, I'll put um, I'll put a post out too about it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you. Let me see.
Okay. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us. If you're here or if you're gonna come, thank you anyway. um, uh, Last night it snowed heavily.
Oh wow.
I didn't realize it till I stepped out this morning.
It's still, eh?
But yeah, but we haven't really had snow. We just had ice 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been indoors most of the time, putting
Yeah.
in, yeah, putting in my applications and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So how are you all doing? I know everyone is waiting, waiting eagerly for spring, proper spring.
Yes.
You know, the
Yep.
fake
Yep. Yep.
spring,
We are.
proper spring. I am. I can't wait. And um, I'm starting to search for house plants too, because
Mm-hmm.
when I went on vacation, Sean made my some of my plants die. He
Oh
didn't take
no.
care of my plants.
Oh no.
So yeah,
It
that
sounds like
and
me.
yeah. So today it's going to be about time. Our favorite topic.
Yes.
Our
We're
favorite
going
topic.
there.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be an interesting discussion, and I'm very excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope to learn a thing or two, as I always do every week when I
Mm-hmm.
come on here. Um,
Yes.
we do share what we know, but we also learn from you guys and from each other as well. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
It is true.
okay,
We're certainly not the experts, but we just share, it's a time for everybody to interact and also give
right,
their opinions. So
right. Yeah.
I'm done
Ah,
sharing.
oh, okay. So
Mhm.
yeah, over
So
to
this,
you, Auntie Yaa'S.
oh, okay.
Facebook user is here.
Yes. Hello. I think it's Bishop. Bishop,
Oh,
you're
hi,
welcome.
Bishop.
Yes. So today we are doing the final piece of our Path to Success series. We started with stagnation, comfort zone being unproductive territories. Then we did triumphing over mediocrity. We went to traits of highly successful people. And then we did developing a growth mindset. Next was how to build self confidence. And then we went to self love and self care. And today we are doing time management. As Yah said, our favorite topic. You hear any number of, um, you know, you hear any number of, how do you call it, views about time. Oh,
Yeah,
African time, Ghana time,
African,
this
Indian
and
time.
that. But then we live in the diaspora, and how is that working for us? So
Right.
today we're going to unpack some of it. If you are somebody who's already organized and you are able to get things done, that's fine. But there's always something that we can all learn. Mhm. And I'll start with a comment that time is valuable because it is finite. Once it is
Mhm.
gone, it can never be
That's
recovered.
it.
I woke up at 7:45. I always give this example. I woke up at 7:45 this morning. It is 9:41 right now.
Mhm.
There's no 7:45 coming back for February 25th, 2003.
Nope.
This
It's
time is
gone.
lost. It is gone.
Yeah.
Yes. So when we say time management, it is how you organize and plan to divide your time between the different activities that you're doing. So you wake up, we all have the same 24 hours in a, a day.
Mhm.
Mhm. So the highest people who are high achievers, they know how to manage their time very well.
Yes.
And they work smart, not harder, to get more
Mhm.
done in less time.
Mhm.
So you get up and you have this day before. If you don't plan your day, anything
Yes.
can happen. And some
Mhm.
of us, we just don't care. Maybe you haven't even thought about it because life is beating us, or the yeah, how do I even put it? Just the
Like
cares
what?
of the world. So you get up, you are in a rush. Oh, today I have to do my cooking. Oh, the
Yeah.
kids need to go to this. You are rushing.
Yeah.
But is there any time in there for you?
Hmm.
Do you plan? Are you a person who sits down and writes out or maps out what you are going to do in a day? So yeah,
Mhm.
I'll let you make your comments too.
Yeah. As he said, I put down similar yeah, comments on it that yeah, we do have only 1,440 minutes in a day. And
Hmm.
so are you going to always waste it? And um, time management, it's about planning, as Auntie Yaa'S said, organizing and planning and dividing your time between activities. So you are portioning time for things that you have to do in the day or in a week or in a month, whatever time that you give yourself or whatever goal it is that you're setting, be it short term, medium term, or long term. That will determine how long you have to achieve whatever that you have. But to start off, you have to plan, because if you don't plan, then it's like you do have goals, but they're all over. You don't even know what time you have to achieve what. So yeah, it is very important that we get it right. And as Auntie has said, work smarter, not harder, because you could achieve the same thing. Maybe you could have achieved it in a shorter period if you had planned properly, but you might use a longer time, which you could have achieved something else in addition to whatever you did. So let's see time. Well, we say time is money, and really we should see time as, because we as human beings we value money a lot. Yes, let's see time as money, because you would not go to the dump and throw your money away. So when you're wasting time, that's how it is like. It's like you're throwing money in the garbage. So yeah, those are my comments.
So that is it, as Yah has said. And you know, a thought came to me that if we are talking of time and we don't really pay any attention to it, we take it for
Hmm.
granted.
Hmm.
So I just wrote down life and I said, look at it in terms of your life.
Yes.
You are
Oh
born
yeah.
on a particular day. Okay, you go through your childhood, elementary, whatever, high school, um, post secondary, if you do go, and then okay, you need to get married, have kids, this and that.
Right.
Ask yourself, how have you used that time? Has your
Mm.
time used productively? Or are
Mm.
you living with regret? So people look back on their lives and then they are so miserable. Oh, it should have been this. Oh, it should have been that. They are always
Mm.
recounting. So
Yeah.
there's never any, like, even if you think you have missed it, just the mere fact that you've given it thought means that you can sit down and start
Yes.
to plan properly. So
Yes.
don't let time is so valuable that you can't let people come and use your life. You can be in situations or places or relationships that are not building you up, and that
Hmm.
is a waste of your time and your life.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Because
Yes.
if somebody is not adding to your life, then why be there?
Yeah.
And yet we don't have, because of some of the things we talked about earlier in the series, that we are so caught in mediocrity, or maybe you're in your comfort zone, you've never thought of anything different. This is how it is. So I get up, I go to work, I come home, I cook for my husband, I cook for the kids, and a particular lifestyle that we have, we don't think anything can be different.
Hmm.
We haven't developed a growth mindset. When we say highly successful people, go, oh, who are those people? Even sometimes we make nasty comments. Oh, who do they think they are? Because it hasn't hit you. It hasn't hit you that you also can rise up and be like that.
Right.
It's not meant for any particular group of people. Anybody can get up and be great if they so wish.
Yeah.
So then you haven't even built self-confidence. And of course, if you come from the environment where some of us come from, it's a classic.
Hmm.
It's
Oh
a
yeah.
classic. It's just a classic. And so we are stuck.
Oh
And
boy.
we're stuck, and then we continue to do the same old things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll move on to. Do you have anything else to add?
No. I think I'm
Okay.
good.
We'll
Come
move on
along.
to examples of time management. This is what I found, and Yas spoke
Right.
about some of it. There's planning.
Right.
Obviously, you have to plan. If you don't plan your day goes crazy. Like
Hmm.
me, every time the night before, I try to write things down of what I'm going to do, or even if I don't in the morning, I do it. But yesterday, for some reason, I was very tired, and I said it's okay
Yeah.
to have an off day. So I didn't really bother much. But when I start again, I know that I'll continue. So, yes,
Hmm.
you can plan today, you can plan a week, you can plan a month, you can plan 5 months, or even a year. And of course, do we have to-do list? Oh, I'm very big on to-do list.
Oh yeah.
A to-do list, a
They
to-do
do
list.
help though.
Yes, Yeah, something can be in your head, but if it's not put on paper, you won't start to take action to accomplish it. That is
Yeah,
what I know.
yeah,
And I mean,
it's
we
true.
all know this, yeah. But we are so caught. I don't know. For groups of people or groups of societies, we get to be known a particular way. If you say this group of people from here, or this country or what have you, they have certain habits. But I don't know why in our environment we are so caught in, we think mediocrity is okay,
Hmm.
and it doesn't matter. Oh,
Mm,
why are you worrying yourself? As for me, this it's a collective psyche. Most people tend to think that way
yeah,
or seem to. And
yeah,
so the exceptions are those who are organized, this and that, and then they get called down and pulled down and called names.
yeah.
But when you look at the developing countries, these are the habits that have got them where they are. So what
Mm-hmm.
is happening to us, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the next one is prioritizing. You may have a to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 things on there, but you can say these two are my main priorities. Hello,
Greetings,
Nanaraba.
greetings.
Good morning. Good morning. How are my great people doing? So prioritizing is very important. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place. You
Yeah.
may have 5 things and you think you have to do them all. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Another example of time management is goal setting. You set goals. I want to do this, right? Then you start
Mm-hmm.
to work on it. And
Yeah.
these can be short and long term goals. So, yeah,
Right.
I'll leave it to you.
Yeah. 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 So in the itemizing, itemizing what you need to do and prioritizing. There's an example of a way to do it so
Hmm.
that it becomes easier. My mind
Okay.
is going to, you know what? My mind was also going to when you're downsizing, but let me because this list it's similar to when I want to like get rid of my clothes, but let me
Mhm.
focus. Mind stay focused. Anyway, it says that you could group it into four categories. The
Mhm.
the ones that you really need to do, the ones that you can defer, the ones that you can delegate, and
Mhm.
then the ones that you can drop.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get all that in the day, then especially if it's overwhelming, you have something to
Mhm.
do, some things to do that is overwhelming. You can do this, put every task under or project under each of these titles, and then
Mhm.
you know which ones you're getting rid of. Maybe
Mhm.
to do another day,
Mhm.
the drop ones you could do push them to another day, so that
Mhm.
really helps us to um, prioritize our tasks for the
Mhm.
day. We're breaking it down to the day because it's more practical, it's more easy, and when you
Mhm.
get into that habit, it builds on to the long term
Mhm.
ones. So yeah, and I have some examples that I use like in the day to day
Mhm.
ones. Like in my household, you iron your clothes. If you're going to iron your clothes for church, you iron it on Saturday. You don't wait till Sunday morning.
Mhm.
There's no ironing in my house on Sunday morning. Else you're wearing crumpled clothes or
To
creased clothes
church.
to church. I don't care.
Mhm.
And then for the when my kids were younger, like I would iron for the week their
Mhm.
school uniforms. I'll do that, but now I don't anymore.
Yeah.
They're older, they're not even here. And if they were, they'll be doing it themselves.
Yes.
And then things like if you have to go somewhere you don't know, you check the distance, you check the traffic conditions. Now we have all that information, so why not use it? You check the distance so you know how long it's going to take for you to get there. Because if it was a job, you might do it. But when it comes
Mhm.
to our social or informal settings, we tend not to. But it's important that you do it all the time. If you have to go to a
Mhm.
party, you do it. If you have to visit a friend, you do it.
Mhm.
Because when your friends see that that is how you are, they'll be ready for you. They are
Yes.
not going to think that, oh, I'll give it an hour or two, or, you know, things like that, so that you're also able to manage your time properly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can also respect that you are a respecter of time, and you might even change their lives.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. And then
Yeah.
yes.
Oh no, carry on. Finish up.
Okay. Apart from distance, especially for those of us in the diaspora, when it's
Mm-hmm.
winter time, you're not setting off the same time as you would in summertime,
Nope.
because you know you're going to be driving slower. If you're
Mm-hmm.
using public transport, you don't even know how that's gonna
If
work
the
in
bus will come.
yes or not.
Oh dear.
When you have to travel, for me, I get my gas if I'm driving long
Mm-hmm.
distance. I get my gas the day before, the night before. I don't do it the morning of or on my way to, because I'm planning that at this time I'm setting off and I'm not stopping. The only
Mm-hmm.
stop I make is Tim Hortons.
Oh my gosh, you
Get
sound
my
like
coffee.
you sound like Nana and Ajua. Hmm.
Yes. So and then having a shopping list. I know I've seen that it helps. You don't waste time in the store.
Yes.
And I remember Jane, she said, as for you, when I'm shopping with you, we don't waste time at all. I say, yeah, because I'll pull her from going to an aisle
Ev-
that I know we are not going to shop
Everywhere.
anything in. Yeah, because when you see it, the tendency to grab it is great.
Hmm.
And if you want to stay on budget too. So apart from saving time, you stay on budget. If you
It's like I walk into Dollar Tree and I'm like, oh, it's open again. And then you pick this. But
oh my
I mean,
lord.
that's not expensive. Like those are where I get all the little knickknacks that I
Yes,
need. So
yes, yes.
if by the time you finish and you come out, it's still under $20, 14,
Yes,
$18, it's
yes,
okay. But I
yes.
don't tend to make that habit that oh I have to go get this. I have you
All
spend
the
more
time.
money than you want to.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah. And then for traveling to parking ahead of time, I either make a list, or if I
Hmm.
know I'm traveling in a week, I start making a list because I know myself, I'm very forgetful when it comes to
Yeah.
everyday life. I'm
Yes.
very, very
Yeah.
forgetful. So I start making a list. I'll need this, that, that, that. Or I
Hmm.
start even putting it in the suitcase. It's open and I'm dropping it
Yes.
in
Throwing it
as
in.
I
Yes.
go. Because if I leave it till last minute, I know for certain that I'll leave something
Hmm.
back home. And it also helps for you not to delay, apart from forgetting. And
Hmm.
then packing your lunches maybe in the night before, because some of these
Yes.
lunch bags do stay in the fridge. So you
Yes,
pack your
they
stuff,
do.
you put it in the fridge.
Hmm.
Even for your kids, you can do that. And it saves time in the morning of not having to rush them as
Hmm.
well. And then one big thing, because I really don't like cooking when I'm with my family, like my kids are around me,
Hmm.
even in Ghana, I draw up a menu with them.
Yes.
So I know this and that and that. So weekend I cook everything and I'm done.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
everybody knows what they are eating at what time. Because it was a burden for me having to think, okay, so
Every
today
day.
what am I making for them? Every day you have it was like a big burden for me. So if
Hmm.
everybody knows what they're having today, I'm good. So it saves
Hmm.
time. You come back home from work and
Hmm.
you're good to go. So yeah, that's what I had for the examples.
Okay. It's interesting you said that because I was also going to say that going to church Sunday morning is not the day to pick the dress that
Yes.
you want to pick. So when you were talking about clothing, you said something about clothing having to pack or arrange them or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
remember. And
Yeah.
so it gave me the example of the other day. I roll my clothes, right, so they are in my
Yeah.
drawers, but I kept it so neat for a long time. Then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone weird. So I did it. Was it the 2 weeks ago?
Right.
Did it, and when I did, I turned my head and looked into the closet, and I said, these clothes. There's lots of clothing in there.
Oh,
Not
the
knowing,
downside, the
not
yeah, 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 yeah.
downsizing, not knowing that it
Downside.
was a sign, right?
Yeah.
I forget where the girls had gone. I think maybe they had gone out with their niece and nephew or something. And so I'm
Mm-hmm.
at home watching TV, and sometimes you hear noise bang, and it's their caddy on their shower that falls down. And
Oh,
I went to check. I'm like, oh, all is well. It doesn't matter. So I went to sit down. Later, when I went to my room, all the things, my shelf had just broken down, boom,
Too
into the.
heavy.
Yes, too heavy. So you know what I told myself? I said, oh, so when I was folding those clothes and I looked over there that, oh, I need to declutter, it's a sign.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Yeah.
so then my hubby started fixing it. So I had to bring all the clothes. As I sit here, I've put all the clothes in a thing here. When I came
Yeah.
down in my mind, the reason why I'm telling this story is in my mind, I knew that I know which dress I'm taking to church. So I came down here and I pulled it out. I said, yeah, I'm not going to wait till tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Any woman who does that, and I'm not saying this to be a perfectionist, but it's just a matter of planning. It
It
leads to
is.
fights and everything in the morning. Your husband is, oh, are you ready? Where are you? And then you're now
Mm-hmm.
changing. Oh no, I won't wear this. No, I won't wear that.
Yes.
It's disastrous. And then the
It is.
intent of you going to church is lost because you are angry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes. So I will do a reset. If you've just come on, this is Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. We've been doing a series, Path to Success. We started, this is our last our last session on time management. But we started with stagnation, comfort zone, being unproductive territories. We did triumphing over mediocrity, traits of highly successful people, developing a growth mindset, how to build self confidence, and then self love and self care. So today is time management, which is the most important piece of all. And we've linked it to setting goals for your life. Yah has given some examples, that if you wake up and you don't plan your day, that's it for you. You are done.
Yeah.
Because anything can come in, somebody can come in and waste your time. Though people will pull you into their projects that you are not interested in because you don't have a plan, you are not able to say no. So we were just giving examples. And it's at this point in time, it is 10 o'clock. So I believe that what we'll do is, and I'll make an announcement before I go to that. If you look on the ticker, it says that we're changing the time for the Facebook Live. Next week will be on at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That will be 1 p.m. Eastern, and then 6 p.m. GMT and BST. Yes, some of us are transitioning into the next stage of our lives. We need to sleep a little more. So Friday night is not the night for going to bed early, like no matter what you do, but at least it will be more relaxed. And then,
Yeah.
hopefully people will be able to also come and join when they can. So yeah, please start the commercials.
Oh, oh, every time I say I'll bring the flyer because it
You
makes it
forget.
so much easier.
Okay.
Okay, please check out my so all my social media pages or accounts. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook is Yabatma Batin Russell. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. All the rest are Atia Russell Hints, and I do natural health, wellness, and beauty. And I think natural wellness has to do with finance too. So I do that as well, although I don't have videos on it yet, but I have
Mhm.
some posts on insurance, and because we tend not to take advantage of these things, tax advantages. We just put our monies in
Yeah.
the traditional or the streamlined places that we know. But in the end, when you're going for your money, the government will take almost half of it. And there are ways or places that you can put them legally to avoid these things. So, and a whole bunch of things. So, yeah, check me out and contact me if you want to know more. Okay.
Okay, good. So I'll go to Sister Jordan. Sister Jordan does Abrabomunsem on Fridays. Yesterday she was talking about in-laws and how they impact our relationships and marriages. And
Ooh.
on Saturdays she does a marriage program with Reverend Osofo Samuel Okuso from Ghana. Is a very insightful program. It could be about marriage or other topics relating to the youth, relating to our faith, everything. It's a wide gamut of topics that they handle, and it's very, very good. I'm not sure that there's a program today because I stepped off from the live yesterday. When I came back, I think she was talking about a family event, so maybe she's away today. I'm assuming that there might not be a program today,
Mm,
but if there is, it's usually on at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3:30 Eastern, and then it would be 8:30 in Ghana, I believe. So
Right.
watch out for those programs on Saturdays. As well, Pastor Patience Edward is an ASEA agent. ASEA is a product that helps the digestive enzymes. It improves your gut health. It fortifies the walls of the stomach, and it helps hormonal balance and controls inflammation. So please contact her for your needs. As well, she's a tap send agent, and so if you send money and you use her code Lady P, you get a discount for that. And also, she's a coach. She has her coaching business is Blue Ridges Coaching. Please contact her for your needs. She's a very great coach. I've done coaching with her, and she's very, how do I put it? She's very direct. She helps you get on track with your life and to focus and make sure that you are doing what you have to do in life to be a joyful person, to be a creative person, to just to live your best life.
Yeah.
Also, there's Sika Educate. She does programs, very insightful programs, and she also runs courses. I believe there's one coming up soon. I don't have all the details, so I can't do justice to it. There's lunchtime talks with Awum Rekua. She comes on here and there, but usually it's Friday mornings that she would be on. No, Friday 1 p.m. GM BST is when she's usually on. And there's Sister Aisha Ankra. Sister Aisha doesn't do programs, but she supports everybody. And she does Avon in Britain. So if you're there, contact her as well. She's a Juice Plus agent. And then she sells, she has this business now, it's like kitchen products and other things. So please contact her. Miss Sage. Miss Sage, contact her at sageshare.com. She has t-shirts with Ghana flags, African flags, some beautiful dresses, jewelry, and also shea butter creams and other variety of products. And so reach out to her. And Angie's talk. Angie is a health advocate. She talks about some self-development issues, things to do with our health and all that. Please patronize that platform also. I think that we are done. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody. Um, so again, the time change next week, 11 a.m. instead of 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that'll be 1 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. GMT. And we're going to try and keep it from 11 to 12, an hour, and then everybody can enjoy and then move on to other activities for the day. So then the other thing that I can talk about, yes, I said missing everybody on this platform. Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner, we have our Saturday Facebook Lives. We have beauty lessons with your favorite auntie from my book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. We have Own It with your own ornithologist and queen of Own It, and that's an Amazon International best-selling book. I'm an Amazon International best-selling author. There's reflections from my book, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. We have question of the day. I put a question out and we interact on it. Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets is a video that I do about anything to do with life. It can be marriage. It can be, well, I haven't really done marriage. I'm not the expert, so I don't go there. It can be anger. It can be just how, are we interested in being better versions of ourselves, stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah. And Pearls of Wisdom is a passage from the Bible that I talk about. The last one I did on Monday, I was talking about this, some guy called, in the Bible, there's this person called Amnon, and he was the half brother of Absalom, they were David's sons. And so
Right.
this Amnon person was lasting after his sister. And this man, they said a shrewd man, his name is Jonadab. Jonadab was the son of Shimei, but I think Shimei was David's brother. He told he told um he told Amnon how to trick his sister so he could get her into bed. And then he ended up doing, defiling her, and it resulted in disastrous consequences, right?
Right.
Absalom was upset, but he kept his cool. At the end of the day, what Absalom did is he said he was having some party. I don't know if they were sharing or whatever. He told his dad he's inviting all the people to come. So all his brothers and whoever, they came. Oh, When they came, then Absalom set his plan in motion. He killed his brother.
Mm.
Right. And so what happened is that somebody ran back to go and tell David. David thought everybody had died. Who shows up? Jonadab to tell
Mm.
um, David that, oh, not everybody has died, though it's only Amnon. So why I did that video is that look at the person who gave you that advice. They came
Mhm.
to announce your obituary. So be careful. Always be careful of the
Yeah.
people around you, treacherous people. They keep, so I had to tell this story because it seems so typical, like your typical your chrome for behaviors.
Mm.
Hello, Miss Sage. Welcome, welcome. We finished talking about you. So a
As
word with
usual.
yeah, a word with you is a shorter version from the Bible. It's less than a minute long. And then also I have my unapologetic self, which are short video clips that I do from my fifth book, My Unapologetic Self, A Guide to Being Real and Living Life on My Own Terms. That will be coming out later this year. And I've started Auntie Yaa'S book club, book read. I have some pre-recorded videos for next week, and it's also based on my unapologetic self, just videos to introduce it and then some of the topics. So right now, as I was telling you earlier, there's a lot of material in 5 books. So why not be doing book reads and sharing insight? So,
Yeah.
we always have to come up with new ideas of doing things and ways of being. So this
Mhm.
is our journey. So, and then there's Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy, book publishing services, life coaching, and women empowerment. So yes, these are the programs. Please do patronize this platform and also write us a review. Thank you, message. Write us a review. Please write a review on about this platform because we've been doing this since 2020 and I know that it's been beneficial to people and if you
Yeah.
have any ideas to bring them forth and then we can also we can also talk about some of the things that okay, I didn't put it up. So this is our last session on the path to success series. So we're doing time management. We did examples, and now we're going to go to some golden rules of time management.
Yeah.
And the the one that I know of is that you have to be open to change. So
Yes.
being able to modify your habits in order to try new things.
Mhm.
Because if you keep doing the same thing, you are wasting time. You're getting the same results. Your life is not moving forward. It's not going anywhere. Mhm. And there's this guy. I found this quote online. I think but who was he? Was he a philosopher? The name sounds like one of those. It's Theophrastus. He says,
Oh wow.
Wasting time is the most
Agree.
costly and extravagant of all
It
expenses."
is.
Now take it again. Wasting time
That's
is the
true.
most costly and extravagant of all expenses. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the second point under this golden rule is that consider time the same as money.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we're not careful with time as we are with money.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can never earn more hours in the day, but you can earn more money if you want.
Yeah.
Time once gone can't come back. So you better live properly right now. Do what you want to be doing instead of sitting later and crying over spilled milk back over there. And you can't bring it back. It's gone.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you prioritize. Yeah, you gave the example of a vacation. This is what I saw in my research online. This
Mm.
when on vacation, we make long lists.
Yes.
Then we whittle it down, we trim it down, we trim it down
Yeah.
till we make sure that everything is done. I
Yeah.
tell you, I have a list on my phone for packing on these, and it has those little boxes by it. So anytime that I'm done the trip, I clear it. I clear the
Mm.
because it's always there and I can use for any trip because there's certain basics you can't forget. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's sometimes these places that we go to. Hello, Rami, how are you? Great to have you with us. When you get there, you can go and get it, but it's a waste of
It's a
time.
waste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just get it before you go. Yeah. So if we applied this habit to our daily life and made our list and trim things down, wouldn't we
Mhm.
be the same habit or behavior that you exhibit when you are going on a vacation?
Yeah.
Do the same for when you are traveling. Yeah.
Mm.
And then also, think about consequences, right? We're talking of rules of time management. Don't rush to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
You know, if whether it's work, whether it's church, it's the church factor that they can make you feel so guilty, especially in our environments. Oh, but you do this. When you go to our churches, it's the same people who keep doing the same things because they don't know how to say no.
Yeah.
You can say no politely, firmly. I can manage this, I can't manage that. If
Right.
you are somebody who's into people pleasing or you don't know who you are so afraid of public opinion, what people will say or think about you,
Mm.
you always get yourself into things and then you'll be seething, it will be bothering you inside. All that it's not good for your body. So take care of yourself. Say no when you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it says take care of what bothers you the most. Sometimes we put things off, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we spend time and energy worrying and thinking about it. The most difficult thing, like once you get it out of the way, you go, wow, it's done. And you feel relieved.
Relieved, yeah.
Yeah. We can't like it when it's out of your head, you are free, you are done.
Yeah.
Ah, so that you can focus on other things. Yeah. And so you gave some example before, like I found this, it says use the TAR principle, and TAR is TAR, so trash, can I throw away?
Mm-hmm.
Action is action required.
Right.
Reference, file it if no action is required. This will be necessary for emails. Oh gosh, the emails that we allow to sit in our inboxes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you're applying these principles, you have to have clear expectations, put boundaries around your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then also expectations about response times. Yeah. And how do you manage interruptions too? That's one other thing. So yeah, yeah. You can go if you have anything to add.
And or before I add the decluttering that you want to do,
Hmm.
let me give you what to put them in because I put three bags,
Hmm.
and then there's one that I'm definitely keeping.
Yes.
There's one that's a maybe because
Hmm.
I go through it again, and then there's
Yeah.
one that is for donation.
Donation.
If you do
Okay,
it
good.
that way, it becomes
Good.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Because yeah, these clothes they've been hanging there. COVID, nobody was going anywhere.
yeah,
And see, some of these dresses you were wearing to church, some of them don't fit. So
yeah,
it is time. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It is time.
Okay. And then you said a lot of the rules of time management, and I'll just add a few more, which is it says to notice time wasters and
Hmm.
then be able to block them out because
Hmm.
well, an activity could be a time waster if at that point in time you have something that has more priority.
Hmm.
Let's say watching TV in itself, it's not really time wasting. If you're decompressing, it's time for you
Hmm.
to, you know, distress. It's not. But if you have other things that are on the priority, top of the priority, then those things become distractions or time wasters. So notice these things. And also, multitasking is good, but too much of it to you end up doing nothing. So let's also avoid too much of multitasking
Yes.
as
Yeah.
well.
It's not
Yeah.
productive. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then also you talked about boundaries. You have to insist that others respect your time, else
Hmm.
you find them, wasting your time, and then
Yes.
you become like them
Hmm.
eventually. I mean, bit by bit,
Yeah.
you rather go to their camp. So yeah, those are the ones that I want to add to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Rami says correct. But her previous comment, she was saying when I talked about people are so into public opinion, and she
Right.
said she doesn't really care about what people thinks about her, but she does what she's comfortable with. That is good.
Exactly.
Not
Yes.
everybody know. A lot of people don't know that, and they feel. And
Hmm.
of course, we have an environment. We come from an environment where people want to tell you what to do. People want
Yeah.
to control you, and so they
Mm-hmm.
control you with their opinion. So you accept it even without thinking about it. So that's what you worry about. But you
Yes.
have to separate from it and put yourself here and say, how do I feel? What
Right.
is in my best interest? It is
Yeah.
okay to do that. You see, we have this programming, and then when you come to live outside, if you don't take care of some of these things, you will sit here and still be the same person you were back,
Mm. Yeah.
instead of taking from the environment and growing yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. So we can summarize and then
Okay.
take it from there. Yeah.
Yeah. But is anyone coming on while we're summarizing?
I didn't put the link out
You do?
today
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
as it's a bit late now to do
Yes,
that.
yes,
And
yes.
then what
Oh
can
yeah, we
happen
have a
is,
just about. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, time management. I mean, there are a lot of benefits from time management or managing your time properly.
Hmm.
Because you sit down to think about your goals, you get better clarity of things that you want to do and how you're going to go about it. It
Hmm.
gives you more power because after this I'm doing that and that instead of just running like Auntie Yaa'S said, like a chicken without a head. That's how it feels like when you have a lot of
Cut
things to
off
do and and you're not sure when you're doing what
doing
and
them. Yes.
and then it's
Hmm.
also it gives us confidence too because when you
Hmm.
mention things that some things are very unpleasant to do or maybe you feel it's too much. For me it's like when I have an essay to write, it's like there's a house on top of my head. I hate it so
A
much that I
house.
don't want to start.
Hmm.
But things like that, just start. I tell myself, okay, I'm going to just write one or two. I'm not going to correct anything, just write. And then it doesn't take too much time at all. And then you realize that, oh, I did it. And everybody has something that they have to do, but they don't want to do it. But it
Hmm.
is a necessity. Those things, you do have to break it down
Hmm.
into manageable tasks. It makes it quite easy. So good timekeeping will help you achieve your bigger goals because you're tackling them bit by bit and then you realize that you have tackled a bigger goal that you had ahead. So
Hmm.
it helps us also to um, reduce procrastination and also um, increase productivity. So you end up doing more or achieving more when um, you manage your time because then you don't allow other people to steal from time. That doesn't mean you don't help other people, but you
Hmm.
put them also in a category. So you know when to do what and you are able to do all your important stuff. So time management is very important. Let's tackle it.
Hmm.
Let's get into the habit and bit by bit it will become a part of us. It's not a huge thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to get away from the old norms and beliefs that we have about time and the excuses that we
Yeah.
make, because
Yeah.
it doesn't allow us to show up properly in the spaces in which we are.
Yeah.
I've always said that if you can be a good worker, your resume can be on top,
Mm-hmm.
A plus, what have you. But if you are somebody who's tardy or you don't meet deadlines,
Yeah.
you are hooked. Yes.
Yeah.
Mommy says, well said. So
Yeah.
like I
Thank you.
said when we started, I said time is valuable because it is finite.
Yes.
Once time is gone, it can never be recovered.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to the quote by Theophrastus: wasting time is the most costly and extravagant of all expenses.
Yes.
Look, you can be a mediocre, average type person, but if you're always on time, you're diligent and all that, you stand out better than somebody who has all the skills and whatever, but they are tardy, they can't meet deadlines. So,
Mm-hmm.
and tell yourself, why are you here? Ask yourself, why am I here on this earth? There's something that I'm supposed to be doing. Am I doing it?
Mm.
Time is ticking by.
Yes.
We're not saying that just focus only on your goals, be a balanced person, have fun. You need to make time
Yes.
to go and relax and have holidays. It's not all about building houses back home. You can build houses back home, you can have a home here too.
Mhm.
Time out. I've made many comments about when I used to travel for work, and then I'll be sitting on Highway 2A in Morley on the way to Canmore, and you see all these RVs passing by, and you don't see any Obibini in any of them. So we don't we don't go on vacation. You know, when it's nice and bright and beautiful, a change of scenery, even just driving 1 hour, you probably don't even have to drive half an hour out of town. You feel, oh wow,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
and you come back. We
True.
need to be balanced in life. So how we manage our time. If you
Mm.
are working all the time, a lot of people are working two, three jobs. Is that really necessary?
Mm.
There's new ways, right? And yet
Right.
because of the mindset that we have, we come out with, oh, what is online? Oh, those are lazy people. They don't have jobs. They don't have
Mm.
this. Times have changed.
Yes.
Times have changed. Hello. Hey, another Facebook user. Who is this, please? Because Reverend Bishop Ganza came on and he left. So I'm sure it's not him who's saying hello. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we were just wrapping up. We just finished our series, completing our series. What is it called? The Path to Success. And
Success.
today, the last one was time management. So we're just wrapping up. And oh, okay. Oh, hi, Bra Fifi. How are you? Thanks for joining us. We're just wrapping up. I hope you can join next week. So I did speak about the time change. Um,
Yes.
we've been doing this Facebook Lives at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 11:30 Eastern, and then 11:30 Eastern, and it's 4:30 for Ghana time, right?
Hmm.
But we're changing it. So next week, which is March 4th, Saturday, we'll be starting at 11 a.m., which is Mountain Standard Time for me. Yas time is 1 p.m. Eastern, and then for GMT and BST is 6 p.m. So you can join us then.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Miss Esther, you are here. Work smarter,
Mm.
not necessarily harder is what they say. How are you? How is the family? I miss my young lady. She won't even know me anymore, right? So yes, I'm going to show you what we're going to be topics that we're going to be treating next week. Or I put it in the comment section. Where is it? Um, yes, it's here. Give me a sec. So next week's the series that we're going to be talking about is demystifying some cultural and religious myths. If you grew up where I grew up, you knew what we're talking about, and we're going to go there. So it's going to be any number of topics. We'll take it.
Yeah.
If you think you have something that you want us to talk about, please DM me or leave a comment in the chat, and we'll look at it because it's a wide topic.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's anything. So we'll come next week, and when we come on, we'll put the link in so that you can come up and share your thoughts. It's a 1 hour program, so it's going to be from 11 to 12 my time. So we'll keep it brief, but hit all the spots that we need to hit. So
Yeah.
with that, thank you for joining us on the path to success. I do hope that you got something out of it. And in life, every day we try to be better. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody wants to regress or go back. It's always creating, making sure that you become a better version of yourself and impacting others. We have to remember we are not here just for ourselves. And also, the one thing that I would encourage us all with is learn to be happy for each other. If somebody is making progress, encourage them, give them feedback, give them a comment. So with that, you can write us a review on this platform as well. So yeah, any final comments?
No, I think you
Okay.
said it all.
Okay, so thank you all. We appreciate you coming on. I can't mention all the names, but you came on and you gave us feedback, and we appreciate you. Thank you. Take care. Okay, have a good rest of the weekend, and watch out for the book read videos that will come out next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Leave
Yeah,
us.
bye. See you in March.
Bye. Yes. See you in March, God willing. Bye bye.
Yes, God willing. Bye.
March is